Hello everyone, my name is GamerZakh and welcome back to another official dev diary for Ara History Untold. We've got more exciting content headed your way, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive alerts for new episodes that debut here on the channel. In today's episode, we'll be taking a close look at Ara's diplomacy system and covering the different actions players will be able to take with their fellow leaders. Joining us today is Satch Puri, Director of Production at Oxide Games. Satch, welcome back to the show.
Hey Zach, glad to be back. Let's get diplomatic.
Okay, let's jump right into it. Players are presented with several options when meeting another nation for the first time. Can you give us a high-level summary of the different actions players can take with another nation?
Absolutely. So there are many interactions you can have with other nations. And as you become more friendly with them, more options unlock. But right off the bat, when you meet a new nation, you can give them a gift and try to make them like you more. You can propose to open their borders or close their borders, or you can also propose to build a road to them. Also, you can denounce them. That will hurt their global reputation if you really didn't like what they're about. But if you do like them, as you become more friendly with them, you can propose research agreements and trade agreements, and so you're like really friendly with them. You can also propose an alliance, and then they're your partner in war. So there's plenty of options there.
Leaning on the friendly side, how are players able to improve their relationship with other nations to access some of these options, like alliance or research agreements?
So the main way to do that would be giving them gifts. Everybody likes gifts. Other ways to do that would be to do actions that the AI likes. So if I attack a nation that the AI does not like, then the AI likes me more and wants to be my friend since our goals are aligned. Also, the player can complete narrative events and try to gain favor that way as well.
Now, are there any leader traits that tie into diplomacy?
Yes, absolutely. We have a few actually. So some of our leaders have unique leader traits that help them in diplomacy. For example, Leopold I has a leader trait called Nestor of Europe. That essentially helps them be more friendly with all the nations they're not at war with. Also, we have personality traits on leaders that help you with diplomacy, like patient and cunning. They increase or decrease war cost. And we have personality traits like mercantile. They give you more merchants, so your trading is stronger.
Trade routes are a common element in the grand strategy genre. Could you explain Ara's approach to trade and how players will work that into their overall strategy? And also any secret benefits or conditions players should know about?
Yes, so the trade route system is sort of what we call internally like a pantry system, where once we have a trade agreement, we can access each other's inventory and take items that we please. So once Zach and I have a trade route established, I can say, I want leather from Zach, and Zach can say, I want corn from Satch. And we then take whichever resources we want from each other. I am not going to be taking resources from Zach. I'm just generating new resources from your inventory. So that's one of the secrets. And the other one being, you want to be careful about how you use your merchants. You can have a trade agreement with every nation, but you only have a limited resource of merchants, so you have to prioritize which resources you want to trade and gain.
In an era of diplomacy, war can have significant impacts on trade and other international affairs. Can you explain the different types of war declarations and their potential outcomes?
Absolutely. So we have multiple different types of wars and have certain conditions that you need to meet to declare those types of wars. So starting from the top, there's skirmish wars. It's a pretty cheap cost to declare, and that the main reason for that war is to just be a nuisance. You can go and see if a nation is getting too far ahead or gaining territory that you wanted. You can declare a skirmish war just to try to slow them down. Then we have holy war. To be able to declare a holy war, you need to convert one of the other nation's cities to your religion, and then you can stake a claim to that city and go to war over it. Another one we have is a war of expansion. So if a player decides to settle a city that is bordering your city, you can declare war and say, your city is too close to mine, so we're going to go to war, and now both cities will be mine or yours. And then we also have war of retaliation. If one nation has been bothering the other and declaring war and stealing and plundering, they can do a war of retaliation and say, you took one of my cities in a holy war 100 years ago, and now I'm going to go take it back with my war of retaliation once I have all my armies and resources ready to start a fight.
Thank you so much, Satch. I've learned a lot about Ara's diplomacy system, and hopefully the fans have too. Anything you'd like to say to the fans?
I would just like to thank all the fans for your support and giving us your time. Please wishlist the game on Steam and join our Insider program. We're really excited to see what you all think when the game comes out.
And thank you to our fans for watching. There's much more to come, so you can stay up to date with the game by subscribing to our YouTube channel for future Dev Diary episodes. Follow us on the social platforms of your choice, join the Insider program, and don't forget to wishlist Ara History Untold before it releases on September 24th, 2024. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.